Well, my name is Antonia, but my friends call me Tony. So hopefully by the time you leave here, you'll be my friend. You can call me Tony. Okay, I attended the Action in Mind, I think it is 2009. And when I attended, I had just broken up with my boyfriend. So I had these self-esteem problems, And I was like, what did I do wrong? And, so when I came, I was like, you really want to come to this? I don't even know anybody on this course. What am I doing here? But then when I came, I saw this guy. We used to talk on the phone. right. So this guy, we used to talk on the phone, but then we met and we became friends. It was a case of if he has a problem, he would come. And not that you would be in person face 24/7, but sometimes you have those friends. Just pick up the phone and call, hey, what is happening? Then you hear, oh, well, this is happening. So he was that type of friend. So I was like, okay, Pedro's on the course, so I know somebody else who's on this course. Good, fine. But I'm surprised that Natalie didn't do it today. But when we had our course, we had this wood. It was a piece of wood you had to break. You know how the karatecas, they break this block or piece of wood. The wood is be thick, So we had to break this piece of wood. Now, all I tried was like, Natalie was like, you have to think of something so you can break this wood. I don't want you to injure your hand. And Natalie there. So I have my wood there. It's like, count to 3, and then you go. When you think you're ready, you break this wood in 2. And that is a main thing, That is the main thing. So there I am, and I'm psyching up myself to break my wood. And now, what am I going to think of to break this wood? But there, that time the fella that holding the girl that holding, what she like, oh dear, no, this girl no can come, no. Instead of hitting this one, she gonna hit me. And I was like, okay. Lo and behold, I put my ex-boyfriend's face on the wood. Yeah! Yes. It was like 1, 2, 3, and the first chop would break. It wasn't straight, but I broke it. Yeah. And I felt, yes. Yes. That was his face. So I attended the course, and it made me realize it was not me. It was his problem, his issues. If it was not good enough for him, fine. I was good at that point. Throughout the course, I learned it is what it is. People come and people go. It is up to us to take the lessons that they taught us and use them in our lives to make us better. To cut a long story short, we did get back together. yeah, Hollywood. Yeah, we got back together. It was, but then we have a daughter together. So, wow. They had people who were like, "You sure that is what you want to do? If you once a cheater, always a cheater," and all these negative things. But ultimately, the decision was mine to make. And you talk about soulmates. Life is a circle. Talk about soulmates. It's like, if something happened, pick up the phone. The first person I would go to call is, and then was like, oh shoot, we're not together, so gotta rewind and find somebody else to call and vent on. But we got back together. I guess subconsciously he never really left, because my father died in 2011. When I went to the hospital, when I got there, I was like, okay, Daddy just died. First person I called was him. And he came. So, through it all, although, it was like, my sisters and them was like, y'all together again? It's like, no. No, we are not together. He's just there. But through it all, he has been there all the time, because we have a daughter, so it would be like, he has to see her, and, it was like, you can't expect at the time she was what? 6. Can't expect a 6-year-old to be the go-between between parents. At some point in time, you have to make a stand and face whatever is there. We did do that, and last year, March 25th, March 25th, he proposed. Right. He proposed. We went on a cruise as a family in July, and we were married this year, January 2nd. So it's like, my circle is now complete. It's not perfect because you have the little cracks and so on in it, but still it is a circle. It is a circle. And the one thing I took from this course was the saying, it is what it is. And Natalie will tell you, every time we meet, it is, Tony, how you doing? It is what it is. And no one can make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. And in turn, the people around you will feed off of your happiness. I'm not the type of person who likes to speak in public, but, but it is what it is. So, romance. People tell me, oh, you're still in the honeymoon stage, but I think all marriages can be in the honeymoon stage forever, for however long you're married. Yes, you will have your ups and downs, but when you bring people into your relationships, that's where the problem lies, when you involve too many people in. And I learned that the hard way. So now, in my married life, it is like, yeah. In my married life, it's like, not even my sisters, I don't tell them, oh, well, this thing is wrong or that thing is wrong. It's like, how things? Oh, they're great, they're fantastic. That time I cussing him if you do something right there, cussing. But life is great. And I realized that you have to love the people who are around you, because when you don't tell the people around you that you love them, in the blink of an eye, they can go, whether they die or whether they recede into their own little world. So you have to forget the past. We have this habit of saying, geez, what I know now, if I knew back then, things would be better. But what we know now, if we knew back then, we would still have to make other mistakes, and we would not be the people we are now. So we had to make those mistakes back then to bring us to this point. So it's from here now, when we make those mistakes, the new mistakes, to say, hi, this is just a learning curve. So let me put this mistake and move on. Use it as a stepping stone and don't keep looking back. Because when we look back, the things out there that, we're looking back, but whole big wide world and opportunities out there, because we are looking back, we don't see the doors that opening for us. And then it would be like, oh shoot, what are you missing? Let me tell you, I had these numbers to play in Mega 6. I went across by the supermarket, the line was too long. You know, Wednesday morning, I was like, probably late February, middle of February, the Wednesday morning when I get the paper, my numbers play. I was so upset. I was so upset. But you know what? I said, it was not my time. It was not my time to win that money. But I will win. When I win, I will call Natalie and we will have a party. Yeah.